All right, welcome everyone. Today we are diving deep into the absolute best restaurants in a city with a seriously impressive title, America's Farm to Fork Capital.
So, let me ask you a question. When you think of Sacramento, what pops into your head? For a lot of people, it's probably politics, the state capitol building, that classic government town vibe. But look, if that's all you're seeing, you are missing out on the best part of its story.
Because get this, Sacramento is officially America's Farm to Fork Capital. And that's not just some catchy marketing slogan, okay? It is a declaration of who they are. It's an identity that's totally rooted in the insane agricultural bounty that surrounds the city. So what does that title really mean? On the ground or maybe on the plate? Let's break down the standards that make this food scene so special.
In Sacramento, farm to fork isn't a trend. It's a serious philosophy. We're talking about chefs who don't just, click order on a website. They're on a first-name basis with the actual farmers growing their food. It's this whole living, breathing ecosystem.
And this number right here, 50 miles, this says it all. We're not talking about stuff getting shipped coast to coast. No way. The best chefs here are getting their ingredients from within just a 50-mile radius. Think about that. That isn't just fresh. That's food that was probably still in the ground this morning.
So to put together a real, useful guide for you, we ranked these spots based on 3 key things. Number 1, menu seasonality. Does the menu change with the harvest? It has to. Number 2, transparency. Are they proud to tell you exactly which farm your food came from? And number 3, the big one, culinary excellence. Is the food so good that you'd literally plan a trip just to eat there? That's the bar.
Okay, time for the good stuff. Let's get to the rankings. We're going to kick off our countdown with 4 amazing restaurants that are really the bedrock of Sacramento's food scene. All right, kicking things off at number 7, we've got Magpie Cafe. This place is it's the perfect example of farm to fork for everyday life. It's super laid back, it's honest, and it totally proves you don't have to break the bank to eat amazing local food. And seriously, their seasonal BLT, it's pretty much a Sacramento rite of passage.
Sliding in at number 6 is Grange Restaurant and Bar. Now, you know how hotel restaurants can be kind of meh? Well, Grange completely shatters that stereotype. It's a powerhouse of downtown dining, has this great energetic vibe, and they prove that you can be super busy and still serve top-quality, locally sourced food. No compromises.
Next up at number 5, we've got Ella Dining Room and Bar. Okay, this is where you go for that big power lunch or a really sophisticated night out. What's so wild about Ella is how they do farm to fork, but on this massive, grand scale. The dining room is just gorgeous. The raw bar is incredible. The whole vibe is just pure elegance.
And cracking our top 4 is Cannon. This place is a gem over in East Sac, and it even nabbed a Michelin Bib Gourmand, which basically means amazing food that won't destroy your wallet. Cannon's superpower is making vegetables the star of the show. I mean, the absolute hero. It's awesome for sharing plates, the patio is fantastic, and believe me, those potato tots are famous for a very, very good reason.
All right, buckle up. We are now entering the top tier, the final 3. These places, they aren't just restaurants. They are full-blown destination dining experiences. This is the absolute pinnacle of Sacramento's food scene.
Starting off our top 3 is the Michelin-starred Localus. And at Localus, food isn't just food. It's transformed into straight-up edible art.
The experience here is really special, usually at an intimate chef's counter, and it's definitely for someone who's an adventurous eater. The chef calls his style micro-seasonal. What does that mean? It means the menu might change literally week to week based on what was perfect in the field that day. It's modern, it's creative, it's a food journey you won't forget.
And our number 2 spot, the silver medal, goes to Mulvaney's B&L. This place is just pure Sacramento. It's housed in this gorgeous, historic firehouse from 1893, and it's a total icon.
That quote on the screen, the heartbeat of Sacramento's dining scene, it's just perfect. That's exactly what this place feels like. Chef Patrick Mulvaney is a legend, and his restaurant is like the whole community's living room. The menu, they print it every single day because that's how fresh the ingredients are. It's classic, it's warm, and it just feels like home.
And here we are at the number 1 spot, the undisputed champion, the king of Sacramento dining. It's the legendary Michelin-starred kitchen restaurant.
Now, you have to understand, the kitchen is not your typical restaurant, not even close. It's more like the world's greatest dinner party. It's a show, a performance,
You're actually encouraged to get up, walk around, talk to the chefs while they're cooking, and see your meal come to life. It is the most interactive, most pure version of farm to fork you can possibly imagine. It's just one of a kind.
So here's the bottom line on the top 3. They're all the best of the best, but they offer completely different experiences. It really depends on what you're looking for. You want theater and a big show? You go to the kitchen. You want that classic community heartbeat feeling? It's gotta be Mulvaney's. And if you want to see food treated like modern art, you book a seat at Localis. 3 different vibes, all at the highest level.
Okay, so you're probably hungry now and trying to figure out where to go. So how do you actually make it happen? Let's talk strategy. Here are a few pro tips to help you dine like a local.
Okay, rule number 1, and this is a big one. You have got to plan ahead. You can't just stroll into these top spots on a Saturday night. It's not going to happen. For the kitchen or localists, I'm talking booking 1 to 2 months in advance. Seriously. And even for Ella and Mulvaney's, you'll want to book at least a week out, especially if you want a weekend spot.
Just a couple more quick tips on logistics. For parking downtown, just use the city garages. The SacPark app makes it super easy. As for what to wear, most of Sacramento is California casual, so pretty relaxed. But for those top-tier spots, the kitchen, Ella, localists, you'll want to step it up a little. Think business casual. And hey, the most important tip of all, trust the chef. If the menu changes last minute, don't get bummed out. Get excited. It means you're getting the absolute freshest thing they could find.
Look, at the end of the day, Sacramento's food scene is so incredibly rich that this list, it's really just the beginning. It's your starting point. So the real question isn't just which of these amazing places you'll try first. It's what other incredible spots are you going to discover for yourself.